Hello YouTube, it's Arjo of the West here and my friend Last Night WC. Welcome back to another GT Online daily live stream. We're on episode 90. And we're just now getting ready to start my friend's acid cell mission. You guys didn't hear that.
Yeah, we did.
Of course you did.
Sound like you just explode from your throat.
What?
It sounded like you just exploded from your throat.
Well, explosion. Alright. Go. Whenever you're ready. Now my flux capacitor is acting all weird. I think if they do add flying cars in GTA 6, it would not be a Deluxo. It would not have anti-grav tech. It would probably be like it would probably turn into like an airplane. Like, it would have like wings that fold out and then you have to like use a runway or something. That'd be more realistic for a flying car. I'm just thinking about that. Well, I'm looking at this in a more realistic perspective. Plus, in real life, flying cars are an FAA's worst nightmare. Oh, of course it's... You know, while you're doing that, I'm going to recall my car.
You're gonna take me right to the beach for this one.
Oh, you doing a beach route? Nice.
That means that the hippies are gonna be on the beach, by the bathroom, or by between the two houses.
Did it park my car in a handicap spot?
No.
Well, I'm sorry. When I see the blue lines, my brain is telling me, oh, it's a handicap spot. Oh, wow.
The game knows.
I ain't handicapped though. Well, kind of, but not that kind of handicap.
In the game you are, how much bullets and abuse that we take, we might as well be handicapped.
Well, we're not. We're handicapable.
As much as we've been shot, thrown out of cars, exploded.
Your character is way younger than mine.
Might as well be handicapped.
Oh, wrong button.
Your character is probably like 40 years old now. In the game?
Well, you don't really get to age your characters.
No. Well, you kind of can if you do. If you know, change their face a little bit. So technically, you can give them wrinkles.
I don't see no hippies by the bathroom.
And they're probably between two buildings then.
I don't remember what two buildings we were talking about. Yeah, sour dummy. I don't know why it always tells me to shoot that.
How old do you think your character is in the game? 40?
I would probably say 30, like probably 40. I mean, he was born in 2018, October 31st. Now remember 2018. Damn, that's a long time ago. So long time ago.
What the hell is she complaining about?
Who's she?
I know, I just heard a random lady scream out, Jesus Christ. You didn't hear it?
No. Oh, I like how during the day our characters randomly turn off the lights. I like to keep mine on, especially during this time of the day. Ah. I might actually turn these back to stock lights. The orange is great and all, but it's a bit illegal to have colored lights for your headlights. Colored headlights.
It depends on the color.
Well, certainly
Red, blue, and
green.
You can have green.
Oh.
It's red and blue are the colors that are illegal to have on a vehicle.
I get red, but blue?
It's because the cop lights. They have red and blue lights for cop lights. That's why. It's a sign for it's emergency vehicles only that have red and blue lights. And if you have like strip lights that are red and blue or headlights that are red and blue, you can actually get in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just give you a ticket and tell you to remove the lights. They're not going to arrest you for it, but they'll tell you to remove those lights and they'll give you a ticket.
Don't have to worry about that because I don't drive. The last major vehicle I've ever put hours in would probably be the electric golf cart that I had from like 2015 or something, and then I got rid of it. But no, like, the only vehicle that I actually drive now is the Mule, that little utility truck. Honestly, I like it, but I don't go out my way to driving it though.
Mm-hmm.
My brain sees using it, even recreationally driving it, is just a waste of gas. It's not, I'm not saying it's not fuel efficient. It's just my brain is telling me to be more resourceful when it comes to using the tools at my disposal. The mule is a tool, a mode of transportation, and a way to haul stuff. Even has a winch. Where are those hippies?
They're going to be in between the building.
I don't know what in between building it is. It's been a while since we did the beach route.
Well, I'm heading that way anyways.
I'm following you.
You see the second line up here?
Oh, you talking about this one?
They're going to be right here between this bluish green house.
Oh, that one.
Or a sky blue house.
Oh, I see them. You talking about this one right here? Yep, I see them.
Yeah, they're always going to be in between these, the brown and blue, the brown and greenish blue. Or if they're not here, they're going to be on the beach by the bathrooms. Ow.
They spawned out of my line of sight, because of course they did. Well, my job here is done. the song that I made for Facebook, I was actually kind of curious. I was using Pixar AI again, but this time I used my face. And, oh, the thumbnail for that picture is so cool. It looks awesome. I put a little
Hmm.
extra work by coloring the armor itself. Although I could have just used the prompt for Pixar's AI to do it for me, but I was already in the middle of doing it
You
before I thought of that.
you also could just use YouTube Creator to do it too, and just copied your face over the picture,
Mm,
over the armor itself.
yeah, I think you'll like that Facebook song that I made. It has a really cool intro to it, an intro that I did not think I was even going to expect to hear. And basically, I made it to where for the prompt, I just like me as a space marine from Warhammer 40K as a fierce and brutal warrior. And when I made the lyrics for the song, it's like RJO the West or something like that. It is weird hearing my name sung by like heavy metal and stuff, but it sounds so cool at the same time. It's weird, but it's cool at the same time.
I've had to turn my grow light off.
You go ahead and do that.
I was worried you might collapse from exhaustion, but you're like,
Okay. Why'd you break your window?
It does that shit on its own, dude. It's so annoying.
I got shot in the back of my leg.
I don't know how. Oh,
There's a big bullet hole, a bloody spot behind my leg.
at least it didn't hit the femoral artery.
It's like right, you know that little pocket where your knee, behind your leg where your knee is?
Mm-hmm.
It's like right below that. No, actually it's above it. I'd say it's above it, not below it.
Yep, busy, busy.
Paperboy.
Nice. I'm not sure what route, but you want to use the deluxe, so you can.
No,
Man, you really don't like it, do you? You know I might actually give us both deluxos tomorrow, right?
that's fine. As long as I'm not in third person. Or
You
first
mean,
person.
I was about to say first person.
Actually. I'm so used to having my oppressor spawn in the parking lot in the casino. Instead of parking it there, it actually spawned it on the side of the road. And I did not realize that until I went into the parking lot. I'm just so
That
used for it. Just so used to it spawning there.
Yeah, when you get used to, like when you get used to pattern recognition, and as soon as something breaks that pattern out of your control and stuff, like, yeah.
Is this the beach route?
Oh, I think so.
Kind of looks like it. Looks like the one I just did.
Yep. Whoever's ordering all these assets definitely wants ours. Well, mine is just a it's just a experimental version of marijuana. You are using actual acid. I like to pretend that my like instead of I'm just pretending that what we're doing is like special strain of gummies or something like that.
Okay, they
My
must be on the
businesses
beach.
does not distribute hallucinogenic agents. They're too dangerous. And you want your customers alive. Damn it. Oh my god, I have like
Yep. Your hippie spawned on the beach by the bathroom.
you have better advantage of that than I
What do you
don't know.
mean?
Oh, you are more likely to track them down better than I am.
I showed you there's only two spots. Well, sometimes they do spawn on the pier 2 next to Ferris wheel, but most of the time you're only gonna see them between where that greenhouse is, or bluish greenhouse, and between the brown and the bluish greenhouse, and not the
You
beach
got
by
in
the
your
bathroom.
oppressive because it's more maneuverable than the Deluxo. Okay, how about this? I'll offer you a choice. Would you rather use the Deluxo or the Oppressor Mark II for tomorrow's mission?
Probably deluxe, because for
Safer.
safety reasons.
If I give enemies missiles, yeah, I'm giving you the Deluxo. I might. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Like, what faction are we going to be fighting? We've already fought we pretty much fought all of them. I rotate the factions monthly or whatever, so like we probably could go back to fighting the Future Shock Girls Party or the Hobos. I mean, the Hobos. We could do like a faction swap thing too, where we work with the Hobos to fight like the Altruists or something like that.
Look out!
Uh, you know what's funny about using Suno since I started using
Hmm.
it? The AI voice doesn't always pronounce the words the way we do. I actually almost find this amusing and a little annoying at the same time. It depends on what words are being pronounced, and it depends on how they're being sung. The other day, the other day when I was working on one of the songs to upload for my channel, that you know that song that the one that I called Through the Night, that retro synthwave style song that I made with the guy, when he says map, he doesn't say it like the way we do. He says it like map.
Well, because they're singing, they
They
had to
are
put
singing
that.
it.
They had to put that oomph to it.
I find it just so fascinating how Suno's AI can just create a full-fledged song in a matter of seconds. It's scary and awesome at the same time. Like, I would have never dreamed of making full-fledged songs. Would have never thought about it. Not in my, eventually I probably would have woke up one day, and if you wind back the clock a few months ago, back when you were still using Sora AI for your videos and stuff, I would have said to him, like, eventually I am going to want to make music with lyrics. Like, I can't sing worth a shit. And I'm not a good poet. But I do have good ideas on what would make a good song, or what would sound like a good song.
Can't use Sora anymore.
I don't care about Sora anymore. I deleted that app long before it became useless.
Oh, it wasn't useless. They
It became like
they think there wasn't enough people using it because there was other apps that were more popular than their app, so they shut it down.
they also got that watermark, the little cloud with the eyes watermark. It was
That
It was a short-lived app. I mean, we still can remember it fondly with all the shorts that we made.
This isn't happening.
Like the one that I made of a Monstera plant. Only I would make one about a Monstera plant. I can't see anyone else making an AI video about a Monstera plant. And especially in the form of anime. Oh my god. Do you remember a few days ago when you and I were doing thought experiments about sentient plants? What if you made a song about sentient plants? The pitcher plant steps forward. The Monstera winds its leaves. The pitcher plant sprays its acid. But the Monstera hasn't seen, or something like that. Like, oh my god, that just sounds so stupid. The
it sounds
lyrics, but
stupid it sounds stupid as you're saying it.
it does. Oh, wow. Bitch, I'm right up you. Oh, I missed. Oh. Oh, that ain't gonna work. That she sounds like an idea for a song. Like, if you were to come up with I know you don't come up with stupid songs, but ugh. Go away, I know what I can do. Wait for it. And oh.
They must have increased the fire rate for the heavy sniper because it seems to shoot faster than normal.
It sounds like you shoot faster than normal.
I think they increased the fire rate of it.
You know, for
It
a 50
definitely,
cal sniper rifle, it's certainly pretty quiet.
it definitely seems like it shoots much faster than it used to.
I'm gonna go somewhere where there's no dogs. You wanna come with?
There is no dogs on this beach.
A dog. Oh, that's right. Dogs are not allowed on this beach. I think.
There's no dogs allowed on this beach.
Oh yeah, because dogs like to shit everywhere. You don't see cats on the beach either. Cats are a rare sight on the beach, unless you make a picture of one.
Yeah.
I'm get my phone. Yeah. I know the motor is loud as hell.
I
It's
can hear
actually,
it.
huh?
I can hear it.
Sorry about that. It's
It
just
sounds
what
like it sounds like a weird cat purring.
it does, don't it? All right, delete this. Delete this. I don't know how I made this picture. Picture of Limbo leading an army of the Tenno. Literally pictures of Excalibur and Mesa opening up. He's opening up portals, and they come out like the Avengers Endgame style, fighting all the Daedra in Cold Harbor.
Yeah.
I should have used this picture, but I didn't. I like how you talked me into using. All right, a fluffy
I didn't talk you into
house
using
cat.
YouTube Creator.
You kind of sort of have. I've never really been using it. I've never really used this app until recently. And you were showing me pictures of like how the warframes and stuff like look better compared to what the apps I'm using. I mean, on the beach, a fluffy house cat on a beach. How cold do you think it gets out here at night in real life? Or like 40 degrees at least.
Probably 50.
Oh, that's a pretty good picture of a cat. And that beach looks way too realistic. What kind of thought experiments do you have in mind today?
I have no idea. We've
Nice
done pretty
job.
much everything. I've done pretty much everything that I can ever think of.
Nah, not even close.
For me,
It says here since I'm kind of not new to Facebook. Let's see. Well, I got 190 views on Facebook for that video I uploaded. Oh, yeah, no, too early to be playing that shit here. Let's see. So we were kind of running along with that story about Limbo. So I don't know, believe it or not, I actually had that thought experiment a while back. That was
I thought you just said that you're overusing him.
I am, but when it comes to thought experiments, I'm not. I'm talking about the songs. I've made way too many songs. If you go to my channel, you would immediately notice a pattern that over 90% of the songs I made was, well, okay, that's actually a stupid comparison. 70% of all the songs I made with Suno involve Limbo from Warframe. That's what I mean by I'm overusing him. Okay, in this fictional scenario, what if the man... No, wait. The man in the wall requests lore-accurate Limbo from Warframe to lead an army of the Murmur to invade and conquer the Black Clover universe, one of your favorite animes.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
Universe. Alright, in this section, the man in the wall requests what kind of dialogue would Limbo and who's the? Can you name any of the characters in that show? Because I have no idea.
Asta is the only one I can think of, the main protagonist.
Asta? How do you spell that? Is it
I,
ASTA?
I have no idea.
Asta. What kind of dialogue Limbo and Asta have? Plot armor and gag armor is disabled and it's a fight to the death. This scenario forces a collision between absolute spatial manipulation, Loraker Limbo, and anti-magic negation, Asta, without any safety nets. Oh, this might be Limbo's match. Well, then again, Limbo doesn't use magic; he uses math. Limbo, not just a frame, but a
Asta
brilliant.
doesn't use magic either. His swords are anti-magic.
Dapper mathematician wizard who mastered a parallel dimension in the rift between the material world and the void. He can freeze. Okay. Asta, without plot and gag armor, he is a physical powerhouse with zero magic, wielding anti-magic swords. He is durable, fast, and relies on instinctive endurance. Without plot armor, he cannot survive absolute reality warping attacks that don't rely on mana. Limbo, the scenario. Limbo has already separated Asta from his team using a massive cataclysm and frozen time stasis. The dialogue. Limbo. As always, he tips his hat, walking calmly through the air in the rift plane, looking at Asta, who is frozen, an uncalculated variable, a creature of brute force in a universe of delicate geometry. How unrefined. Asta, struggling against the stasis, his demon slayer sword glowing faintly. I don't know what kind of magic trick this is, top hat guy, but I'll cut through it. I'm not giving up. Limbo laughs softly. A sound like tearing through parchment. Magic? Oh dear boy. It is not magic. It is mathematics. The risk I took to understand this was calculated, but I am very good at math. You, however, are a messy formula. Asta breaks through the stasis momentarily, rushing with black Asta form. Don't look down on me! Limbo phases into the rift, becoming untouchable. Too slow. Your swords cut magic. Can they cut the space between seconds? Limbo casts Rift Surge and then banish on Asta. Let's see how you fare when you exist nowhere. Asta, screaming as he's pulled into the rift plane, feeling his anti-magic weaken. What is this? I can't feel my swords. Limbo, appearing behind Asta, pulling him into a two-dimensional plane with Cataclysm. You exist in a 3D world, fighting a 4D problem. A boring 2D life for I think. The fight, with no plot armor. The opening, Asta tries to cut Limbo with the Demon Slayer sword. Because Limbo is in the rift, and Asta is in the material plane, the sword passes right through Limbo. Limbo's move. Limbo then uses Banish to force Asta into the rift. Asta's counter. In the rift, anti-magic works. Asta can damage Limbo. Limbo's strategy. Limbo uses stasis to freeze time within the rift. Because Asta's magic is anti-magic, it's considered an ability, but Limbo stasis in lore is a perfect time stop. The death blow. While Asta is frozen in time, Limbo charges a Cataclysm to max size, focusing all Rift energy onto Asta. The conclusion, as the Cataclysm shrinks and collapses, it doesn't just damage Asta, it ruptures the space he occupies, scattering him across multiple dimensions. Asta cannot regenerate from being erased from a 3D plane. Limbo, the winner, Limbo. Limbo's ability to operate in a dimension that Asta cannot physically inhabit or interact with without being brought in by Limbo allows him to dictate the fight completely. Without plot armor to allow Asta to surpass his limits against a spatial master, Asta's completely outclassed. Aw. But now that we already figured that out, let's get rid of the dialogue. Let's see how the murmur ruined that little universe. This scenario places the Black Clover against an existential threat designed to bypass conventional power scaling. Without plot armor or gag armor, and with a fight to the death rules, the Warframe universe has a significant advantage, particularly due to the nature of the Void. The Man in the Wall, an eldritch deity, the personification of the Void, existing in a timeless dimension, capable of warping reality, possessing minds, and manipulating memories. More accurate Limbo, a Warframe who have mastered the Void, blah blah blah. He's basically a god. He can step outside North. Okay. The Murmur, Void constructed stone-like geometric nightmares. They are relentless, eldritch infantry that can combine into larger, potent, fragmented entities. The Conflict. Limbo's strategy. Without plot armor to save them, Black Clover characters are vulnerable to instant spatial displacement. The opening move. Basically, Limbo casts a massive bubble, instantly pulling entire cities or the entire Clover Kingdom into his pocket dimension. He then activates stasis, freezing all of them in lore. This is absolute. Magic projectiles, physical attacks, and characters in the Rift completely stop. The Murmur Purge. While the Black Clover universe is frozen and separated from their mana source, as the Rift is not the natural world, the Murmur army fills the Cataclysm, dismembering, corrupting, and absorbing the frozen mages. Why Black Clover loses. No plot armor. Asta cannot rely on power of friendship or plot relevant armored power-ups to save him. Dimension difference. Magic in Black Clover relies on mana within the natural plane. The Rift plane is separate. Entering it places them under Limbo's control, not their own. Immunity magic. Loricate Limbo is already in a parallel reality, making him immune to non-void based magic. Anti-magic counter. Asta's anti-magic is dangerous, but the Murmur are not magical creatures. They are entities of the void, and therefore immune to all anti-magic hacks. Wally's intervention. If a character poses a threat, the Man in the Wall can mimic them, manipulate their memories, or directly induce madness. Loricate Limbo and the Murmur conquer the Black Clover units through absolute control of space and time. This gives me an idea. I'm actually gonna try to get a picture generated of Limbo defeating Asta from Black Clover. Alright, Limbo from Warframe. Duh, I gotta do Limbo from Warframe. From Warframe, defeating... Oh, I spelled Asus, not Asta.
It's Asta. There's no E
it's
in that.
Asa. No, there's a T.
Asta.
A-S-T-A, not A-S-A-Y-A. No, whatever. I'm getting the picture made. I'm getting the picture made. It's hard to see on this phone. I'm gonna look this way. I'm just gonna stare into the ocean. I wonder how many chins I look like I have on the camera right now.
20.
Oh, picture's ready. Oh, what the hell? That looks so stupid. Also looks like a kid.
Because he is a kid.
What? I did not know that until you just now told me.
He's probably like 18 or 19.
Oh, he's not a kid, he's just a teenager. I do not like that picture, it's stupid. It's a side by side. It looked weird. Okay, how about fighting instead of defeating? It would probably make it easier. Unarmed. No, wait, not unarmed. Fighting Asta with Black Clover in an epic scene. I forgot to put that in. An epic battle. Oh crap! The tides are coming in. I should probably. I'm not gonna lie. In real life,
You don't want your feet to get wet.
oh yeah, we gotta call Mutt. Okay, that's such a much cooler picture, man. Oh, Limbo's using like Excalibur's sword, and Asta looks like a demon with wings.
What we need.
That's so cool. I'm using that.
Sasta has a demon inside him that allows him to transform.
Here. Come on. There we go. Well, it always comes out as a short video. Like, I don't care for the video, but I do download it sometimes twice just to make sure it's an actual picture on my phone.
Because you have an option to make it into a video or picture on the bottom of your screen.
I've been doing that. Oh man, dude, this is so cool. Asta versus, like, you know what Limbo should say? Hasta la vista, bitch. Or hasta la vista, baby, after he beats him or something. I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, wait, let me spruce it up first. Like, no, make it better. So you can use it for one of your pictures. Songs. Songs? Oh, it's 8:14. I just realized that, so I don't need to turn my pad back on. Alright, this won't take long. Use. Yeah, Pixar, I actually can't believe I've been using Pixar for a long time. When I first downloaded the app, it was a humble little app that gave me like exactly the tools that I needed to make my pictures. Hi, Gracie. Well, it started getting better a lot over time. Oh, too dark. Why am I changing the hue again? That does, well, I'm not gonna change the hue.
Hey, Ted.
You know what's funny, Jordan? Many years ago, when you first started making pictures with me and stuff, you always mirrorized your pictures. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Alright. I remember... I'm actually gonna try something here. Limbo... change... Limbo's... energy... colors... to gold. Yeah, I'm actually, like, I definitely, since I started using Suno, my brain definitely has permanently rewired. And it's not just about music, it's about making pictures too. It's gonna have to try again. That was a fail.
This male ostrich completed mating.
I want to change Limbo's energy. Change Limbo for... There. Let me try this. Change Limbo's color from Warframe's energy colors to gold. I suppose that works. Yeah, that's good enough. Not gonna worry about the... Now, one thing I've learned about using PixArt's new AI tool is, since I actually am subscribed to the app and have full access, I always use the AI Enhance tool, which adds pixels to the photo. It's very useful because it basically turns any photo to like high clarity, and because because I actually have access to its Pro, I can do it twice.
Hmm.
You said you deleted Pixar a while ago, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get sunburn.
Sunburns don't exist in this world.
That'd be great if I could actually go outside and not have to worry about sunburn. I mean, the only time I have to, I can do that in real life, but I just have to apply sunscreen. That's better. All right. Saving it. It's funny. Is Asta's energy red?
Yes, it's kind of a black and like a blackened.
That's a picture. All right. This is gonna be a really nice picture when I send it to you. I hope you use this in a song or something. Oops, sorry if I hit the mic. All right, gotta see. Livo almost looks like he's like a malevolent evil being. You know what? No Retrolux. Yeah, it sucks. Like, you kind of ruined the picture the moment you add warmth on there. Alright. Total contrast. Give it some... Yeah. This is more or less your style. Everything's ready. I'm sending it to you in a few seconds, and I'll get back to my thought experiments. Messenger. Hey, it's the picture of Wisp and Battle Beast that you sent me. Battle Beast doesn't look like Battle Beast, if I'm being honest, but I immediately knew who that was, though. Sending.
I made multiple pictures of it and trying to find the best one, and all the battle beasts look the same.
It's probably for copyright issues. I mean,
The
some of them
version
don't care, but...
the version of the battle beast that I sent you looks like he's wearing like Doomslayer's armor.
Alright, you want to
If
see a
you look,
picture?
if if you looked at it, it looks like battle beast is wearing Doomslayer's armor.
It does. You know, the one thing I actually... You know what? Let me do something real quick. I was going to try, like... let me try one more picture. Limbo from Warframe reimagined as the Doomslayer. Reimagine as the Doomslayer. I want to do this one more. I just want to do this. Controller. I want to do this at least. I want to like one more Limbo concept picture. I had this idea, like, what would I actually did a what if scenario a few months back. What if Limbo were like the Doomslayer? Like, the Rift would be a nightmare realm for enemies, for his enemies. They would be hearing the screams of the damned in their, and because, oh my god, you can't see it, but you can, it's Doomslayer with a top hat. I'm keeping this. stupid, dude. I have to have this picture.
I don't see an option to save it.
You have to hold down the button.
Well, on the picture,
Yes,
all I see is
you have to hold it
replay,
down.
replay, edit with AI, delete, and report when I
Oh,
hold it down.
well, that's dumb. Let me check yours. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Ah. Oh, okay, so I see the options on the bottom of my screen. And, alright, so for the videos, I can't send them to you. It just says delete, report, or reply.
Same with me. All I see is replay, edit with AI, delete, and report. I think you have to send it to Facebook for me to save it. Like actual Facebook, not. You're gonna have to send it to a face. You're gonna have to send it to Facebook.
Oh my god. I just realized that the limbo shotgun has 4 barrels on it. That's too many barrels. What kind of... And you know what's funny? He's got the arm blade. In this picture, he actually has the... Oh, yeah, you guys can't see it, but he's actually got the arm blade, and it looks like, he's got the he's got, like, those demon markings on his armor. This is sick. Limbo
You're
as
gonna
the
have,
Doomslayer is sick.
you're gonna have to send it to Facebook for me to save it.
Alright. Let me go to the groups thing.
Because Messenger won't let me save it.
Yep. Groups. Damn it. Where is the groups at? Do you remember?
Facebook. I usually go to search. When you go to search, it should pop up the group pages if you're still on them. Or just go to friends.
Oh yeah. Friends. You mean just upload the picture on Friends?
Like go to friends and then click on my profile.
Alright. There you are. Come on. I'm pressing on your name. Oh. I just uploaded on... I could delete it and try again. Or do you want to...
You can't send it to Facebook.
I'm trying to find your name on there. When I do, I just find your... There we go. I found you. I can't send you anything to... Well, actually, I probably could. There we go. Okay, I already know. I already learned about all that fancy shit.
What?
Alright, let me try sending you the picture one more time. If it doesn't work, oh, I just deleted it. So let me go back to it real quick. I gotta go find it in the trash can. Man, I like how you could just get things Ah, modern day technology. Alright. Alright, if this doesn't work, I wouldn't worry about it then. Alright, back to our thought experiments. I want to people watch. Alright. Let's see. Instead of black clover, what do you want?
How about the what is that movie called with the giant robot?
The Iron Giant?
Yeah,
Really?
why not?
Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna do the dialogue thing because it's just gonna sound dumb. Well, the Iron Giant is a pretty tough robot. Lorica is arguably the most powerful entities in the Warframe universe, capable of manipulating the boundaries. With the man on the wall backing him and leading a legion of the Murmur, void-born constructs of stone and severed limbs that can combine into massive fragmented ones. The Iron Giant universe faces an existential eldritch threat. Without plot armor, the fight to the death proceeds as follows. Limbo's dimensional mastery. Lore-wise, Limbo can exist partially within the Void Rift, making him practically untouchable. He can banish targets, trapping them in his own pocket dimension, where he can basically play God and manipulate them at will. The Murmur Army, they're extensions of the Man of the Wall himself, emerging from the calcified fissures. They are relentless, mindless, and can merge into large, potent constructs within to combat heavy foes. Limbo's stasis ability can halt all non-overguard entities, including projectile weapons. The fight: Limbo versus the Iron Giant. With the plot armor disabled, the Iron Giant cannot simply survive through a narrative need for redemption. Initial result: the Iron Giant is made of an unknown alloy, rendering him invulnerable to conventional weapon fire. However, the Murmur constructs, like the Hollow Vein, use void-based energy and physical destruction. Limbo can use Cataclysm, trapping the Iron Giant within his bubble. The Giant is no longer on Earth, he is in Limbo's dimension. The Death Blow, Stasis and Rift Surge. Limbo freezes the Giant with Stasis, and Limbo can bypass the Giant's armor by manipulating the atoms of the rifted area, effectively tearing the Giant's molecular structure apart rather than trying to break the metal with blunt force. Countering self-repair. The Iron Giant can self-repair by calling his pieces together. However, if those pieces are trapped in a different dimension, their repair functionality cannot locate them. Victory for Limbo and the Murmur. The Iron Giant relies on physical durability, matter ingestion, and linear time for its self-repair. Loricate Limbo operates on a fourth-dimensional level, time-space manipulation, and brings the eldritch horror of the Man in the Wall. Without plot armor, the Iron Giant cannot withstand a foe that doesn't exist in the same dimension as him. You knew that was going to be a one-sided fight. Alright, what's a powerful anime that's not Dragon Ball Z? And not JoJo either, we've done that before.
I don't know. Well, there's a seagull in front of us.
What?
There's a seagull in front of us.
Yeah. My Hero Academia?
No, they're not powerful enough to take on Limbo.
Or the Murmur. You can't just think Limbo. He does have an army with him. He's basically like their commander. I like the fact that he's actually second because and Man of the Wall is the first because realistically speaking, I don't want to see like the idea of Limbo being the master of everything. Like no, it's actually I see him more as the second, the best, like just beneath God. Borderlands universe.
They're that powerful enough.
Okay, never mind then.
We done them.
And they did not stand a chance. The sirens don't even they cannot counter. Not even like Lilith cannot do anything. Vault hunters they can't kill it. They can use electricity and radiation weapons on them, yes, but they cannot truly destroy them, making the whole thing futile. Even if the entirety of Borderlands banded together for the common enemy, it just never works. It's too chaotic. Okay, hmm. How about Marvel? The Marvel universe.
I have a feeling they will not win either.
Like, alright, the Marvel universe.
You know the Marvel universe ain't strong enough to stop Limbo.
Damn it, I spelled Marvel wrong. Oops, Marvel universe. What kind of? Let's see. What kind of dialogue would Limbo and the Avengers would have? This fictional scenario places Alaric at Limbo, a warframe described as okay. You already know that part. Without plot armor or gag armor, this is a fight to the death where Limbo controls the width plane. The invasion. The Man in the Wall has tasked Limbo with leading an army of the Murmur, the eldritch stone-like construct that can combine into monstrous forms to conquer the Marvel universe. Limbo doesn't just fight; he traps enemies in the rift, forcing them to starve or destroying them from using reality-bending math. Dialogue and confrontation. Avengers Camp. The location takes place in the Avengers compound, suddenly enveloped by a cataclysm, the bubble, turning it into a shimmering black and cell-shaded pocket dimension. Limbo's voice is calm, theatrical, and slightly static-filled, echoing from everywhere. The equations are final, gentlemen. Your reality is a clumsy, rigid construction. Let me show you the beauty of the rift. Tony Stark, Jarvis, talk to me. Everyone outside that bubble is... Wait. Everything outside that bubble is gone? Scanning. Energy signature is off the charts. It's not magic. It is, Mr. Stark. A calculation you cannot solve. Captain America said, whatever you are, we faced gods before. Avengers into Limbo, like, not gods, just in the way. Limbo casts stasis. Everything in the bubble freezes in time, including bullets and energy blasts. The Murmur advanced through the frozen, confused heroes. Thor, struggling to move, his hammer Mjolnir slowing down. What foul sorcery is this? The air itself feels thick. It is not time that has stopped, Asgardian. It is merely that I have decided to pause your movement within my domain. Your lightning travels slowly. Doctor Strange, recognizing the dimensional shift. It's a pocket dimension, a rift between worlds. How are you holding a pocket this large? Because I am Limbo, and I am the math. Limbo disappears and reappears behind Captain America, pulling him into the rift. Your tactical planning cannot save you here, Captain. Here, only I exist. The fight. No plot armor scenario. Without plot armor, the Avengers face an enemy that can ignore damage, freeze time, and separate them. Limbo's defense. Limbo is effectively untouchable in the Rift, unless his opponents have equivalent Void level power. His primary weakness is his arrogance, replicated from the lore where he miscalculated and destroyed himself. Don't forget, guys, he's being backed by the Man of the Wall, so basically he's kind of like, an anchor. The Man of the Wall basically is his main check and balance. Like, he helps correct him if he makes a mistake, like the father you never had or something. The Avengers strategy. Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch must use reality warping magic to breach the Rift plane, as conventional weapons and tech fail to interact with him. Thor and Hulk cannot damage Limbo because they are in the material plane while he is in the Rift. Tony Stark would need to immediately develop a device similar to a Nullfire to collapse the bubble and force Limbo into the material plane. The final moments. Limbo, arrogant in his supremacy, might allow the Avengers to think they have won, only to use Rift Surge to turn their own momentum against them. The Murmur Army, being creatures of the Void, are unaffected by standard hero abilities. A shame. The final formula was sublime. Basically, Limbo wins. Limbo and the Murmur wins. That's literally what Limbo just says.
I already knew that.
That sounds cool, man. You know what's funny? As I'm reading that out, I'm picturing this in my head. Like I'm watching a movie where Limbo is just this evil, like he's just evil. So evil. But it's awesome. Like he's like the best evil character you can ever come up with. You know what? I'm going after the Disney universe.
Done that.
Oh yeah, that's right, we have. DC, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do the DC universe. Superman, I don't know. Maybe Superman would have a counter to this. What are they called again? They're not the Super Friends. What are they?
This type in DE universe.
I did.
You don't need to say Super Friends or anything.
Alright, how about this? Because Superman is their leader, I'm going with Superman. In this scenario, lore-accurate Limbo, Master of the Rift, who died trying to cross the void, now a brilliant, dapper, yet obsessive mathematician, has been empowered by the Man in the Wall to command an army of the Murmur to conquer the DC universe. Without plot armor and gag armor, this is a fight to the death between absolute physics and absolute spatial manipulation. The scene. Metropolis, twilight. Metropolis is silent. The sky is monochrome. The Murmur, arms, legs, and distorted stones are rising from the ground. Limbo stands on a hovering piece of debris, tipping his top hat to Superman. Ah, the local champion. I have calculated the probability of your survival, Mr. Kent. It is delightfully small. Superman landing slowly, looking at the stone monstrosities. I don't know who you are, or what you've done to my city, but it ends now. I'm giving you one chance to stop this. Limbo smirks, manipulating Rift energy with his fingertips. Stop? When the equation is finally complete, the Rift is a space where your physical laws do not apply. I am the master of that space. You fight for a world of substance, Cal-E. I own the shadow between. Limbo instantly vanishes, shifting into the Rift plane, becoming spectral and invulnerable to physical harm. Try to strike what you cannot touch. Superman, surprised, his heat vision passes through Limbo. What? You're not there? I can see you, but you're not. Vanished. Limbo flicks his wrist. A wave of energy hits Superman, dragging him into the rift. Superman suddenly feels sluggish, his strength muted around them. Around them, the world looks gray and shattered. In my domain, the mathematics of your sun-powered body are irrelevant. You are a heavy. I am light. Limbo activates stasis. Superman's punches stop in midair, frozen by the rift. A second later, 1,000 punches materialize all at once, slamming into Superman. Superman, gritting his teeth, fighting the dimension suppression. You think this changes anything? Superman breaks through the stasis by sheer force of will, his speed beginning to adapt to the lower physics. Limbo, dapper grin fading into obsession. Interesting. Recalculating. The murmur. Consume. The murmur fragments rush towards Superman, covering him in stone. Rift surge. Allow the stone to take your atoms, one by one, to the void. You are playing with things you don't understand, magician. Superman, realizing the stones are bridging the gap, using his heat vision not on Limbo but on the rift itself. The rift cracks. Limbo staggers as his control over the area weakens. Oh, this is funny. I can't wait to see this happen. Impossible. No math could account for that. I don't care about math, and I don't care about your dimensions. If you're going to destroy my home, I will break everything that separates us. Superman moves at near light speed, tearing through the stone army and finding Limbo in the rift. If I cannot conquer this world, I will simply pull it into the abyss. Limbo opens a massive cataclysm, intending to drag all Metropolis into the rift. Superman, ignoring the intense void radiation, burning him, not today. Superman lands a fire blow, breaking Limbo's top hat, the focus of his power, and severing him from the rift plane. Oh, finally. Finally, Limbo actually meets his match. About time. I was hoping for that, you know. Miscalculation. The equation was perfect. Limbo dissolves into particles of void light. Nice. I actually was hoping for that to happen. Limbo's goal to keep Superman inside the rift stasis. Let's see. Superman's goal to break the limit. Lower accuracy. Lower accuracy is extremely dangerous because he doesn't just fight, he changes the rules of the fight. However, without plot armor, Limbo is still a squishy, smug bastard. I love how it's calling him that. He kind of is. Think about it. You really think about it. That's basically what he is as a smug. I love how it's as described in lore, who often underestimates his opponents.
I'm gonna call him Bud again.
Yep. To be fair, though, that if he's stronger than Goku, he does meet his match when he actually meets Superman, because we already know Superman is way stronger than Goku.
Well, Superman is pretty much God tier.
Pretty much.
Chemicals laying around.
But there is one other trick, though. The man in the wall guides Limbo during the fight. The fight against Superman. I'm kind of curious because in that case, remember, Limbo was basically on his own when he was fighting Superman. Alright, let's see. Alright, the dialogue. Limbo in his top hat, elegant form, stands in the bubble, creating an air, shimmering cataclysm bubble around the downtown. The murmur are twisted. They're emerging from the cracks in reality. Superman arrives. Superman opens the conversation. I don't know what kind of theatrics you're planning, but you're violating the laws of physics and the peace of the city. Limbo, adjusting his top hat, bowing. Laws? A mundane concept. I am Limbo, gentleman of the abyss, and I have found the ultimate equation. Your Kal-El are simply a variable that must be refined. The man on the wall, whispering from within Limbo's mind. Look at him, Limbo. So bright, so fragile. Break his light, kiddo. Make him see the void. Superman, I've handled magical threats before. Whatever you're doing, it stops now. Superman moves at light speed to punch Limbo. As his fist makes contact, it hits nothing but cold gray space. Limbo's rolled into the rift plane. A miscalculation. Did you think the material plane is the only one? Banish. A wave of rift. I'm actually curious. I think Superman would still kill him, by the way. A wave of rift energy strikes Superman. He is momentarily thrown into the rift, then instantly flies back out, unaffected. Limbo smiles, knowing Superman can enter exit by speed alone. So he casts Stasis. The murmur hunger, traveler. Stasis makes the sympathy stop. Riftbound debris, cars, and Murmur army are frozen midair. Superman is not frozen, but his momentum is heavily resisted by the altered spacetime. I can still feel your energy. It's disgusting. It feels like nothingness. The man in the wall. Yes. Yes. Feel the indifference, Kal-El. It's all just empty. Limbo surging his rift energy. A grand finale. You cannot win, for you fight in my dimension now, and my calculation is absolute. Limbo detonates the cataclysm, a violent tear between dimensions. The explosion forces Superman, whose invulnerability is based on physical reality, to endure direct void exposure, a force that doesn't respect conventional durability. Superman is struggling. I won't let this city die. Limbo bowing low. Rip, Mr. Kent. The math was always against you. The fight. Lore-accurate analysis without plot armor. Lore-accurate Limbo doesn't engage in fistfights. He uses Cataclysm to bring a portion of the DC universe into the Rift, then uses Stasis and Rift Surge to freeze Superman in a state of stasis, then uses the Man in the Wall's guidance to damage Superman with raw void energy, which is non-physical and ignores traditional durability, similar to how Void Angels can attack minds. Superman's weakness. Without plot armor, Superman has no innate defense against the Rift. It is not magic. It is traditional sense. It is a pocket dimension between space and the void. The battle boils down to whether Superman can blitz Limbo before Limbo fully shifts into the Rift. If Limbo is guided by the Man in the Wall, he will have the foresight to already be in a Rift, effectively playing God. Limbo wins by turning Superman into a quokka, or just scattering his atoms, using superior reality manipulation. Rap, tap, tap. Hey, kiddo, what took you so long to break? The Man in the Wall. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.